All right, it's another day. It's another Your Daily Scrum. I'm professional Scrum trainer Ryan Ripley. This gentleman next to me is professional Scrum trainer Todd Miller. We are two trainers out in the world trying to help you have a little bit better of a day as you use Scrum to change the world, deliver value, and have an impact on those around you. Well, that sounds nice, doesn't it, Todd?
It sounds great. I was just going to say, I was going to reference Die Hard and just say yippee-ki-yay, but not add the last part that he says.
We'll let the listeners fill that part in. Another great question from one of our watchers on the YouTube channel. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe. Did you know, Todd, that half of the people watching right now are not subscribed to the channel?
I was disappointed in you if you're not subscribed.
Hit the like and subscribe or else Todd's going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Tell you what, bud, today's question, it's a doozy. It's a good one. Does every person have to work toward the sprint goal?
Yeah,
I'm assuming this is like every person on a Scrum team, right?
Yeah, everyone on a Scrum team. And this came during a product owner class. I actually thought one of our awesome students, like usual, brought this up, and I was like, you know what, Ryan, we had never thought to think about this.
Yeah, it's always been kind of an automatic to us, but then we thought about it for a bit and thought maybe there's some nuance to this.
Yeah, I think the way that we have this, does everybody have to work towards the sprint goal? I think that the short answer is no, they don't.
And let me lay out a good scenario here, because people are like, what do you mean?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So let's pretend we're in a situation where our Scrum team has support and maintenance responsibilities, right? And so what we advise is hold back 30%, 20%, whatever of your capacity so that you know that stuff's coming in, and otherwise work on your sprint goal stuff. But if a bug comes in and two people need to break off to take care of that, well, they're no longer working towards the sprint goal, right? And in that scenario, that's valid, that's professional, that's good Scrum. Now, this can go too far.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Because there's always a but.
So in this case, Todd, what would the negative scenario be?
I think that if this becomes a normal thing, where you only have a subset of a Scrum team working towards the sprint goal, are you really a team then? Yeah,
there's some kind of balance issue here that it's like now we have it's almost like we splinter into this feature and support, this feature and hot fix, this feature. And it's like, no, it is one team working towards one sprint goal with the understanding that sometimes we're going to have to break off and take care of this thing, but then we're coming back to delivering on the sprint goal. And so I think this is where Scrum Master, Scrum Masters were hard on you. We wrote a whole book about anti-patterns flowing from a Scrum Master. This is one where you need to keep an eye on it. And really help the team understand that by working together, they push value through a system. They create a good flow. They deliver increments that have great outcomes and impacts. But as individuals, they accumulate risk, as Todd likes to say.
Yeah, and the sprint goal is the commitment here, right? And we've talked to great lengths around the benefits of a sprint goal, and it being the commitment to the team with the focus and how it is a scope negotiation point and all the benefits of a sprint goal. So what happens if you get those benefits for only a small portion of the team?
Yeah.
Right. This is ultimately, we do want everybody committed and everybody focused and everybody working towards achieving the sprint goal. Can it happen every now and then? Sure. If it's happening on a regular basis, probably something to expose and talk about and figure out why, right?
You know, Todd, when I think about the 90s Chicago Bulls, here we go. Look, the five people on the floor were focused on putting the basket in the hoop, or the ball in the hoop, basket in the hoop, the ball in the hoop, right? They weren't also off trying to weave baskets on the sidelines.
Yeah.
What a weird analogy. We need to stop there.
Yeah.
I think they get the point, right? There's a commitment, there's a focus. I love how you brought the Scrum values in. And as long as it doesn't become the norm, this probably works out okay.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. We hope you go forward with this information. Have a great day. Check out the socials, like and subscribe. Again, we know half of you aren't subscribed, but we are dropping a lot of content lately. Scrum Guide 2020 updates, an analysis, Fixing your agile metrics is brand new. It's starting to show up with Wilbert Seeley. Fixing your Kanban with Daniel Vicanti. Got a lot of great things coming up, a lot of new projects. We want you to know when they land, so be sure to hit that like and subscribe. Check out the videos below. Leave your feedback, comments, and questions in the comment section on YouTube, because who knows, your question might turn into the next episode of your Daily Scrum. But until then, I'm professional Scrum trainer Ryan Ripley. That was Todd Miller with me, and we hope you have a great day.
See you.